Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR podcast with your host, JK Randall, aka the JK Dog, with my co-host.
Hey, the Dream Machine himself, the master of love, giving you all the love you need, and also giving you wrestling news, reviews, and trends for this week.
Now we're gonna get right started with our Extreme Rules tourney we got going on. As we see that we finally got our semifinals going on. So according to our results, that in the semifinals we see that Edge Leader Foley against Funk Dreamer and apparently McGillicuddy made it to the finals, taking on the Shield versus Evolution. How you feel about that matchup so far, man?
Oh, that should be a good final matchup. Me personally, I thought Jericho Mysterio should have went over in that clash with Shield Evolution, but this should be a good final matchup. In my opinion, I really believe that the Edge Mick Foley 6-man match should beat the Shield Evolution 6-man, but hey, I think popular demand, I think the people are gonna go ahead and choose the other one.
Now, second semifinal matchup, we have Lesnar and Cena against Miz, Cesaro, Owens, and Zayn. The Fatal 4 Intercontinental title match. How you feel about that one?
Well, I'm glad it definitely beat that match. I think Lesnar Cena is definitely gonna win because of the brutality and because of the more popular name recognition. But I'm personally like I'm a wrestling purist, and I like good technical wrestling, and I like fast paced movement. So me personally, I would choose the 4-way IC title match to go to the finals. But hey, it's up to you people. Go vote on Twitter. The voting will be opening
Friday.
on Friday, and the voting will end on Monday as it did this week.
Mm. So if you had to choose one, which one would you pick? Like one of these matches to win it all.
I think the people are going to choose Cena and Lesnar.
I thought the people gonna choose Shield and Evolution.
Oh yeah,
But for my opinion, I like the four IC title match to win the whole thing. I feel like by popular demand, it's gonna be Shield versus Evolution.
right. I would pick the 4-way title match to win myself
But
in that situation.
like he said, man, it's not up to us. It's up to you.
Got to give the people, got to give them what they want.
All right. So next up, we got our 2020 Mid-Year Awards, and this is between WWE, AEW, and Impact. As my co-host would like to try to go left, so don't judge him for that. Trust me, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when we get to it. And so let's just go ahead and kick off the 2020 Mid-Year Awards as a kickoff with the Man Superstar of the Year. And obviously, I'm going with WWE's Drew McIntyre right now, only because he done so much for this year, and he's been a great WWE champion so far, really. So I mean, that's enough said. I mean, that's enough said right there.
I agree. Male superstar of the year should be Drew McIntyre. He's been on fire this year. Actually, he started out on fire last year. I don't know what took him so long to pull the trigger on him, but he's definitely the man this year. Definitely the man.
Okay, so we both agree on that one. All right. Next, we got Women's Superstar of the Year. Oh, for me, man, I remember last time I was talking about Oscar, but I'm gonna go with Bailey in this one. Oh, because pretty much Bailey beating the whole SmackDown roster with or without Sasha Banks. Like she beat the whole entire roster. So and now she's going for the Raw roster too a little bit. So Bailey so far is the best.
I had in my mind to go with Jordan Grace. She's been consistent this year.
Oh, that was a good pick.
Also had in my mind to go with Tessa Blanchard, but she only wrestled a couple times this year. So my pick, I was leaning toward Oscar, but I think I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with Bailey also. Bailey has been doing a great job this year. Her turning to a heel last year started out slow, but it's way better this year.
Mm. And that's kind of going. We got Tag Team of the Year. Now for me on this one, for both of us it was a hard pick. However, it wasn't so hard now for my co-host. But to me, I'm gonna go with AEW on this one and go with AEW Tag Team Champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Page.
Very, very consistent work by the two. Um, but I gotta go left field. I'm going with two ladies to be tag team of the year so far, and I say Bailey and Sasha Banks.
And with them, man, like I said, Bailey has gone through the whole roster with or without Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks pretty much done the same thing too, with or without Bailey. That's like that. And then the fact that Sasha Banks right up there to go for the Raw Women's title too, we could see dual champion. We could see man Bailey those Styles along with Sasha two belts. Man, I really hate that sometimes. But anyway, moving on to the men's match of the year. And for me, I am gonna go with WWE's. Yeah, I'm somewhere like a technical type wrestler too, like wrestling match. So for me, I would say Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak the first time at the Elimination Chamber. I just like how the style went between these two, and I just like the bond of the matchup between these two. I mean, technicality of the wrestlers, man. I liked it. So that's enough said for me, man. You gotta like the match so much, man.
All right, I'm gonna go far, far left and go outside of Impact Wrestling and AEW and WWE and go to New Japan.
This is what I'm talking about.
And I'm gonna go ahead with Hiromu Takahashi against Will Ospreay. Very good match.
Ooh.
Great comeback for Takahashi after the win the junior weights tournament, and then being number one contender, coming back from like almost a year and a half neck injury that could have ended his career. Actually, could have ended his life. So great match by both.
Next, not only with our men's, we got a women's match of the year. And my original plan was to go for Impact's Jordan Grace and Taya Valkyrie, but I'm gonna go to NXT about this one. And yes, NXT does count with WWE. So for me, I'll say NXT's In Your House, Io Shirai, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley, man. Like I said, man, this match is like a whole like you just making this whole match like making food, man. Especially when you're trying to bake something, man. It's like you got your ingredients, which is all the superstars. Then you do all the procedures, man, which will all happen in the match, and then all of a sudden you baked it, and then you get the result, and you got your result just like that, man. It was a great matchup, especially with that Io Shirai, the dark horse, to get over. So I like that.
I think I'm gonna go with Riho and Nyla Rose. No, just joking. Hey, shout out to Jim Cornette there. No, I'm gonna go here with Taya Valkyrie and Jordan Grace. Very good match between those two. Superb outing. Both of them are just wonderful, and they keep on lifting the Impact Wrestling women division. A lot of folks don't watch Impact, but their women division is top notch. It's very, very close to WWE. They do a better job of pushing their women there.
I like that. I like that too. Yeah, that's my second pick. But yeah, next up is our men's rising star, and for me, that's a lot. And you and me both know that's plenty of men's rising stars and stuff like that.
Oh man,
I mean, you can go from
Sammy Guevara,
exactly, Cameron Grimes. I mean, but for me, I am gonna go with a Raw superstar on this one, and none other than Angel Garza. I mean,
good pick. Pick.
Bro, like, and the fact that Vince said like he's like a young Eddie Guerrero, I can see it. I can truly see it, especially like his heritage too, man. Hector Garza and his father. I mean, third generation superstar apparently.
Oh man,
so I like that.
And I'm telling y'all now, don't sleep on Hector Garza. Don't look at the WCW Hector Garza where they didn't use him correctly. Man, watch Hector Garza wrestle, and he's a sight to see. Just go back and look at it on YouTube and things like that. But I picked someone that the WWE is big on, and I'm big on, and that's the Limitless one, Keith Lee. Keith Lee, even though they are pushing him to the top of NXT, he's gonna go even higher. I'm sure he's gonna go onto the main roster toward the end of the year. He's probably gonna be one of those WrestleMania call-ups, or gonna be do something big in Royal Rumble. I would even say that Keith Lee could be the first NXT person to win the Royal Rumble.
So like,
if they really wanted it.
So what you want to do, like a Baron Corbin thing, where like Corbin was the first ever NXT superstar to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
Hey, might be.
I mean, like I said, hey,
They need to make it happen, man.
I mean, in wrestling, never say never. You know, so I would like to see that Keith Lee, first ever NXT superstar to win it. Because I mean, the question would be which champion would he go for? Well, it also depends on who the champion is. Also,
yeah, it depends on who the champion is.
Brock Lesnar. I mean,
if the title, if it like it is now, I would want him to go more after Braun Strowman. Big boy matchup.
I don't know, man. I like to see him with Drew McIntyre.
It'll be a good match between him and Drew McIntyre, but a storyline wise, not unless they change Keith Lee to heel.
It seemed believable if they try to go. Unless it made McIntyre. Wait till if they do.
Right.
McIntyre Keith Lee.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Keith Lee being heel.
I just feel like they were trying to McIntyre heel in the middle of his run in the weirdest way.
I wouldn't. The thing about Keith Lee is, if I had to change something, I would change his. I would change his delivery on his promo. He sounds a little bit too laid back. It's okay to have that laid back confidence, because I know he's trying to exude confidence, but he's too laid back with it.
Yeah.
And somebody needs to reel him in and tell him, hey man, you too laid back. You know, you're a big guy, you're a monster. So, you know, hey, be confident, but be a confident monster, man.
And so with that men's rising star, we got the women's rising star. But for me, I'm going AEW's Penelope Ford. Now I know I'm so strong about Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian, but you know I feel like Penelope Ford can make a difference, along with like the other good wrestlers in AEW. You know, I feel like she's gonna make a difference a little bit too. So I'm looking forward to see her to win the AEW Women's Champion at least. So that's for me.
Rising star, I would have to go with I would also have to say Penelope Ford also. I slept on it last night and I said, yeah, I think Ford, if they keep pushing her as a single wrestler, it'll be good. You know, keep her from being just a valet all the time. Keep her in the mix, but I don't think she's gonna get higher than mid card in the women's division. I don't think.
All right. So along with that, we had the most underutilized.
Woo. There's so many of them in wrestling.
Just like there are so many people I wish like they need to get a push. So for me, because like really, I mean, it's cool to feel what he's doing right now, but like now, like especially after last night on Raw,
Sonny Kiss could be one who's underutilized.
To me, I'm going Aleister Black, because I'm not. Look, it's okay with the whole Rey Mysterio situation thing, but like it's kind of getting out of hand a little bit, and I feel like they need to really like push him out of it. And like just go ahead, like put the championship on her.
Hold on. Is this just male or male and female?
Male and female.
I would have to go with Bianca Belair.
Oh,
dang! There's so many you can name. Shayna Baszler too.
Bro. Oh my god.
Because how do you have Shayna Baszler be like a monster, and then turn around, you just dismiss her like that, and then you bring Bianca Belair on the roster from NXT. She's featured about like 3 weeks in a row, and then next thing you know, you don't see her no more.
Gone. Just main event. Like, who wants to be like? You want to put your like a future top star on main event, like, and then Shayna Baszler. How you gonna like not be interested in Shayna Baszler?
She's not even on main event.
Like, how are you not interested in Shayna Baszler? But yeah, you brought some other person who's less talented than her, and you gave her the whole freaking world to her.
Right.
Until WrestleMania 35. Like, I'm pretty sure there was someone similar as Shayna Baszler.
Right. Who you said, wait a minute, Shayna Baszler said you don't understand her, but this other person, you can understand her. Right. And she doesn't have the mic skills she has.
And then she bashed your company. She bashed your company. Like, how? Either way, it's so many. This one is so many people. It's so many people. It's underutilized.
In both, I will say in both organizations, because I say they haven't done anything, and I know you're gonna laugh at me about the Sonny Kiss thing, but I mean, like, what has he done? Brian Cage, even though he's on the show, I mean, Lance Archer is beginning to be underutilized.
Yeah, cause like I was
I
like,
said beginning to be. The only reason why I didn't put him on there is because they did feature him when he first came to the roster,
I mean,
but
he was a rising star until like he just became like underutilized now.
I
But
think
so
Warlow is too. Even though he's on the show every week, he doesn't rap so much. He
yeah,
just stands there. But
it's so many underutilized people. But we're moving on to the best pay per view. So for me, I think the Rumble, the WWE Royal Rumble, was a pretty good pay per view
oh
for
man,
me.
Royal Rumble was great. I loved Royal Rumble. I think Double or Nothing was okay for what it
Yeah,
was, but I would have to go with Far Left again. I'm gonna have to go with Wrestle Kingdom 14.
I'm pretty sure I was.
Naito against Okada, Jay White. You had Juice Robinson doing great in his match. I mean, you just had so much going on. Moxley against Lance Archer.
Hmm. Hmm.
Great matches.
So next up, we got best feud. Who had the best feud rivalry out of over WWE, AEW, and Impact? So for me, this is the first time I'm going for Impact. I'm pretty sure this is the first one I'm going for Impact. Uh, Sammy Callahan versus Tessa Blanchard for Hard to Kill, man. That was a brutal rivalry to go through, man. Like especially the things Sammy Callahan did, Tessa Blanchard, the things they did to each other to promote the rivalry, man. Like I enjoy the rivalry so much, man. I hate the ending of it, but I think it was pretty good build up to the rivalry actually. So
Oh man, best rivalry of the year. You can't get no dirty than MJF was doing to Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes and MJF rivalry was the best one this year. I mean, it was something else.
oh man. So speaking of MJF, best heel slash face turn, and based on what I just said, I'm going with MJF on this one. The best heel turn actually on Cody. I mean, talking about two friends, and all of a sudden like this one guy that you just hate, man, just like kick you low, man. I had to suck for Cody, man, but like, hey, you do what you gotta do, man, to be the better man and to be the rising star of of that company. So, that's AJF stuff right there.
Right, MJF, I agree with that one also. I mean, it was just crazy how it went down. After the match, like he cared so much about him, and actually, you knew it was gonna come, but it still shocked you when it came. It was
Exactly.
so well played.
Yeah. So, and last but not least, our last one, we got best promo talking. Now, I know I was thinking about MJF a lot, man, but honestly, man, I like how the fact that Randy Orton's kind of come through a little bit now. You know, Randy's been coming through since like
Yeah, Randy Orton has been great.
he's been. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's been one of the greatest promo talkers of all time. I mean, this year, man, he's going all at it. Like he's just shooting and stuff, man. Like he's just going at it. Like man, getting over Edge, getting over Christian, and like also he's just trying to get over the Big Show now. Like he's been getting over a lot with this promos and stuff like that. I mean, no disrespect to MJF, gotta go with Randy Orton on this one for me. So
Um, Promo wise, I mean, there was a couple folks I was looking to pick. I was looking at Cody,
Cody had pretty good promos.
MJF. That was one of my two, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with um Twinkle Toes Omega. No, just joke around. I'm going with MJF.
Mm, MJF. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our mid-year awards. So on behalf of us, man, it was a good award ceremony, but now we gotta move on to
Yeah, any thoughts on Raw?
Raw last night. I think like the main thing we need to talk about. I mean, the
Yeah,
I versus I match. The United States.
I don't like that
The
match.
United States. Look, and then there's all the things like they already talked about. the United States Championship, the new United States Championship look. Heath Slater coming. Okay, first of all, with the Heath Slater thing coming back, I ain't gonna lie, like the way we thought it, I didn't think it was gonna be that way they used last night.
Actually, it was effective though.
But that was a pretty clever way to use bring back Heath Slater. Now, as far as he coming back, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna come back. They're not gonna sign him back. Maybe it probably gonna be like weeks to come for the sign back. But we can't guarantee to confirm that he's coming back to the company. So
right.
So with that Heath Slater situation, that's gonna be on hold. However, the United States Championship MVP last night unveiled a new United States Championship.
I had to sleep on it. At first, I was like, "This is an ugly belt."
I ain't gonna lie. This is my reaction to. I was like, the people who make these titles, they need to think long and hard, and like use some of the people's suggestions of the titles. Man. Like, did they ever just like look at the people's suggestions? But I mean, after looking at like, you know, the close ups and stuff like that to the title, I was like, man, you know what?
It's not too bad.
It's not that too bad. I just feel like they need to put a little more blue to it. I mean, they barely got blue except for like the part where it says championship. Like it needs a little bit more blue.
Well, honestly, just to argue and sake of argument for them, no iteration of the Intercontinental title has really had a lot of blue in it anyway. This one with the stripes in it has had more blue in it than any other. So, you know, it's just one of those things where, yeah.
So honestly, to me, the United States Championship looks way better than the Intercontinental Championship still. I just don't like it. And you guys know how I feel about the Intercontinental Championship. I just cannot stand that title. I swear. I cannot stand that title design.
But the jury's still out for me.
No offense to like the folks who designed it. They worked so hard to design it, but I'm just not a big fan of it. I just like the one that like, before it was changed. And last but not least, we gotta talk about this eye for an eye matchup.
And I read online today just to make sure that it wasn't some kind of like tagline or something. They said you actually have to take somebody out. And I was like, yeah, right. Like they're actually gonna go ahead through with that. They might well do something else. Something.
So I'm assuming the reason why they did this eye for eye match is only because this might be a match for Rey Mysterio's way out of WWE. Now we do know Rey Mysterio did have a 2-year contract, but actually has an 18-month match clause, which means, and so far, he haven't competed for 2 years. So he's been actually working out of contract. He's been working and wrestling without a contract for months actually, because he was signed back for a 2-year deal since September 2018, and it's only been July. So that means he's only been done 18 months instead of 2 years. Because his contract been out since April.
But he's mostly sticking around for his son, basically.
Yeah, but think about that. If they don't come to the terms, it's going to kind of look bad on Dominic now.
Well, not really. Because, like I said, even though, they'll at least respect him for just sticking around and helping them with storylines and stuff. And they have been punking him out pretty well. And him being a nice person that he is, allowing it to happen, a legend allowed to be punked out like that. It's sad, but I will say this: he going out like Jushin Thunder Liger did. For Jushin Thunder Liger, he retired earlier this year, but on his way out, he lost all the time. I hated to see Jushin lose all the time like that, being tapped out and stuff. But it is what it is.
So with that being said, that wraps up our show today. And don't forget, put down the comments below on your opinion about this mid-year award, and give us who you think should have won each of these sections. And also, don't forget the Extreme Rules tournament. Don't forget that we'll be putting on Twitter on the Twitter poll on Friday, and you got somebody to vote.
And subscribe. Hit that notification bells to keep on getting this programming. Give us likes, because when you give those likes, it sends algorithm to the YouTube, so it can start putting us out on the front screen a little bit more. And just go ahead and be free with each other. Be in love. Care about each other. Tell somebody you love them today. Look out on each other. Respect each other. treat everyone as you would treat yourself. All right, for your host, JKD, the Junkyard, the Jakars Randall Dog, and your co-host, the Dream Machine. We bid you a goodbye. Be safe.